It's funny the way, again, fiction often comes closer to truth than the things we're hearing in the news. Like if you watch a lot of these, we can call them predictive programming, science fiction, sort of dystopian series on like Netflix, or I mean, it seems like this is all they're churning out is like this dystopian. Someone's either a murderer, it's a psychopath that's like wants to like take acting lessons at night and he kills people by day, or it's a hitman, it's a drug dealer, it's one thing or another, it's a cult. But there are messages there, but as well, I mean, first the reason for me taking interest in this is really, I mean, the same reason that Plato took interest in the poets and the role of the poets in the Republic. You know, he dedicates a lot of time. People think of Plato and like high philosophy, um, and of course there is that, but he dedicates an inordinate amount of time to something that what we think of as philosophy would probably not, which is the role of poetry and literature. And the reason he does so is because the poets were really the chief image makers in ancient Greece. You know, they didn't have Netflix and all the things that we have, Hollywood and 24/7 news. Not that that's really that different if you think about it, once we explore what the poets were doing. And, you know, this stuff was read in all sorts of different settings. These were the stories. These were the images that people were bombarded with, right? Were impressed with on the daily that shaped their own self-image, right? Because the poets would talk about the origin of the gods and the heroes that were, you know, part man, part god, and the whole history and lineages of all the heroes, and, you know, how the modern cities that they lived in sort of stem from that history.